it's up on mine.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm always a little for. Okay,
Okay.
what time are you?
15 seconds.
16, 17,
Yep, we're good. We're
18.
synced up.
Okay, we're synced up. Nice. Okay. I mean, we're gonna get into game here. I mean, it's just the casual. We haven't seen actually any invades so far,
Yeah.
like at all.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Like day one, we haven't seen any invades yet, which we would have expected, from personally JYC, because
Mm.
last year during our tournament, I think they did a lot of invades actually. I think they're pretty known for that, and I'm surprised this year this wasn't a tactic that used.
I mean, this year most teams are opting with like the safe default vision. As you can see on the mini map, we have the top laners and the tri bushes. The two players hovering over in the jungle. Top side, one guy in the mid lane, and then one guy watching bottom all bushes. So
Yeah.
it's just more of a default vision thing. Like not much going on here. No invades, nothing. No one's even gonna step up for any wards and stuff. Besides, Lucian actually gonna drop a ward into their own blue buff. Kind of scared that Vi's gonna go take that blue because Vi's a lot stronger than Lilia in the jungle early game.
In terms of one turn, who do you think would be the strongest player, or the player who would need to play the best for in order for them to win?
I mean, one turret. If you looked at previous games too, they usually let a boss.
Yeah.
Is it echoing?
No. Is it? It should not be echoing.
Okay, it's not echoing. Shocky, are you trolling me? So I mean, overall,
Trolling.
it's Vayne. Okay, so Fiano Bueno is definitely probably the strongest player on one turret's team.
Yeah, I have
Not
to agree
just
with you
rank
there.
wise, but yeah.
Just from the performance we saw last game, the one turn's previous game, I really feel like it was the bot lane which carried the team to victory.
If you look at the teams in our tournament, a lot of the teams are opting to play towards bot side, like
Yeah,
bot side teams.
yeah, we saw that with JYC as well, right?
Oh, Vayne getting a catch here, getting knocked up. Vayne is gonna die to that ignite. Maybe nope.
First blood.
Lulu's shield comes in clutch. That was a pretty well played by Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath gonna walk up when they hit almost level 2, hit the stun, but Vi now is here.
Oh,
Gonna
what's Vash
Cho'Gath
gonna
gonna
do?
miss the Q.
Okay.
Senna. Okay, exhaust down on Cho'Gath. So there's three summoners used, but Vi dropping mighty low here. One flash, two flashes. Cho'Gath
Oh,
is gonna flash forward trying to hit the Q, but Vi is just gonna flash out of it.
yeah. That's already 5 flashes used in less before 4 minutes. This is gonna be a really interesting game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, one, two, three, four. We got four summoner spells, five, six, seven. With seven summoner spells that use that 3 minutes.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely gonna be something. I mean, okay, so you see at the top lane, look at this. This is just gonna be it's gonna happen all game. Karma just super good into like these melee tanks. Orn, good pick into Orn, good pick into Malphite, something like Shen. Like Karma top is very good, especially with Grass. Even though this Karma Aromi, from Astral 6 goes with the Summonary, it just gives them more lane. Not, I wouldn't say more laning dominance, but it gives them a little bit of poking prowess onto that Shen.
Yeah.
I would have opted with Grasp, but I guess they have maybe something planned in mind. Oh, look at that poke! Oh my god.
Oh.
Bot lane. Oh, so they're playing actually bot lanes. I didn't catch on, but bot lane's actually playing Fasting Senna, but not with Tom Kench. So it's gonna be So if you guys don't know what fasting Senna means, fasting Senna is basically when the support from Senna picks a very tanky support and they go get the farm. Senna will buy the support item. Even though Senna's the ADC, Senna will be not taking farm because she wants the souls and farm for the power spike. As the tank, whoever the tank is, usually it's Tom Kench, as Tom Kench has his gray health and he can heal back up. Ooh, as he can heal back up. But Cho'Gath also could work due to his passive. Every time a minion gets killed by him, it'll regen a portion of his health and mana back.
Do you think Astral 6 going fasting Senna would be beneficial for them in this situation? Or do you think this was a wrong call?
I mean, fasting Senna is always something like I don't know. Fasting Senna is always good. Like overall, pro players love going fasting Senna, but into Vayne Lulu, I guess yeah, I guess you could say fasting Senna. I say it wouldn't be. There could be better choices, but some ADCs were banned out, and Senna being the next top tier ADC. Usually, you don't want to match Senna with like enchanters or like Thresh or Blitzcrank, something like that. So, if they pick Senna, usually it's always fasting Senna.
Hmm. Yeah, we can see that 5 minutes into the game, man. Astral 6 actually has the upper hand. In terms of their top lane, jungler, and mid laner, they all have more CS than their respective laners. Do you think this is a sign for things to come?
Uh, I guess farming is just. I mean, we can. Oh, what the nice dodge by
Oh.
Karma there, but
Hmm.
as I mean, it's to be expected. Mid lane got counterpicked. Lucian going against Malzahar. Pre six, Lucian was just shit on Malzahar. And then as in for the top lane, as I said earlier, Karma it's gonna eat melee champs like Shen, like
Yeah,
for
I could actually
breakfast.
see that right now. I see the Shen top really struggling to try to stop the auto attacks from Karma.
Yeah, and this is with summoning. Imagine if those just grasp.
Hmm.
The Shen would it's unplayable almost for Shen. Shen will need to hit taunts like that and go in on Karma. But
Oh,
once Shen uses those abilities, he's just gonna get walked like a
yeah.
dog. Look at him.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like he's just gonna get walked after he uses abilities. Karma shields that damage, and then Karma puts on the chain on that Shen, and then just walks Shen.
Yeah, I have to say this Shen is doing better than I would have thought he would be doing right now, being considering the CS difference. Because melee champion walking up to a ranged champion trying to get CS can be pretty difficult. But I feel like the Shen's really handling it pretty well, actually.
A completely different turn than what we saw in ONT versus CIK. One
Uh,
turret, a boss playing that Urgot didn't do well. CIK Gaming on that game actually picked Thresh top against Urgot, and I mean the
hmm.
whole early game, a Boston got to do nothing pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like I'm actually surprised One Turn came out victorious in that game just because of how dominant the other team was in the beginning.
I mean, I didn't expect Thresh top to work.
Yeah,
I didn't even
actually, I
know what
think
the
so.
hell Titanic Hydro Thresh top was the thing.
Yeah, honestly, I really feel like it was from that game. It was actually because Thresh killed the Volibear, and the Volibear gave the buff to Thresh, and that really snowballed into Thresh dominating the top lane, which was really unexpected.
Grassy enjoying Thresh. I'm gonna have to try that out in my rank games, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't troll my ranked teammates, but maybe it's a secret technique I haven't seen before.
Yeah, maybe maybe you just gotta do something odd to win.
Hmm. Bot lane, there's not gonna be any like nothing's gonna happen in the bot lane. It's fasting Senna versus Lulu Vayne. Lulu Vayne's gonna like they want to farm it out until one item Vayne with Kraken Slayer, and then level 6, they can go in. But then again, you gotta respect Astro 6 is level 6 too. Cho'Gath Senna is not something you want to mess with.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look at that Senna. Senna's just gonna walk up, auto Q, get a soul, and just very strong. I mean, Lilia's coming in
Oh,
here,
really coming
throws
in.
that bowling ball, actually hits Sofiano Bueno. Sofiano Bueno's gonna flash, but as the ulti drops down, he goes to sleep. Gonna get knocked out by Choga. Choga's gonna chomp him down.
Oh,
Vayne
that's
drops
first
by
blood.
after using flashing heal. But Malzahar gonna TP and ulti. The Lilia Shen is gonna ult in too. We're gonna have a big team fight down in the bot lane. Choga is dropping mighty low, but does not get finished off. Space aids by Malzahar, but getting healed out by Senna. Karma is gonna finish off the Shen, while Lucian's in a melee blast ulti with to everybody's face. Vi is gonna drop mighty low. Lulu is gonna be the only one that comes out alive. The
Damn.
hell was that?
Not even 9 minutes into the game, we already see a major team fight bot lane.
I mean, we saw what Shen ulti TP flash from Malzahar. And we saw the Aromi Karma on that Karma TPing down bot lane. Lucian also teleporting. Actually, I wanted to point something out. Due to Shen being something with like someone with huge global impact with
Hmm.
his ulti,
Yeah.
and he opts for the TP. Most Shens opt for ignites. I mean, I like Shen with ignites. It's just easier to win lane. You
Hmm.
already have an ulti to go around, so
Yeah, and I
you.
feel like because of that, the Shen's really gonna be all over the map. He's gonna be really mobile, and I feel like that's really gonna be able for Shen to help his teammates or his other laners to really win those lanes and win those fights.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that Lucian also goes TP. You don't usually see mid laners like Lucian go TP because they want to smack lane very hard. You'll most of the time see Lucian mids go exhaust if they go against an assassin like Katarina, Zed, Talon, champions like that, and then go with the Ignite if they deal with like mid lane mages like Arise. Rise champions like those, like range. So you don't really often see like going for like a safe stoner spell like TP.
Yeah.
But now Lucian going TP, we saw that it impacted a lot there in the bot lane.
Yeah, actually it did. Like, it's really interesting to watch actually.
Yeah, Lucian TP down bot, ultied, and then flashed in front of 4 people and just started blasting melee ulting. Instead of just auto attacking, he literally ulted, spammed right in front of them. But I mean, 2 kills over to Karma is not gonna look good for a boss in the top lane. It's gonna be a rough one. It was already rough. Now it's gonna be even more rough.
Yep. I mean, still, like, A-Boss is still... I feel like he's doing a really good job considering the situation he's in.
He's doing a good job. Vi does want to go help, but I don't know if you want to go help because that might just be a double kill. Hand it over to...
Oh, what are we seeing mid lane?
Mid lane, not much. Just some free poke. Oh, let's get some poke off on that Cho'Gath. Oh, Vayne, I don't know if you want to do this. It's not a very good idea. Cho'Gath gonna one chomp Vayne, but then again, Lulu is there to have her ulti.
Yeah,
Hugify.
that Senna is just doing so much damage. Like, whenever Vayne is trying to CS, like, the Senna just keeps bursting him down. And I feel that's just gonna really wear the Vayne down, right? And just still wasn't not being able to win fights bot lane.
Vayne used his ulti, so not going to be able to do anything much for a good 60 seconds until his ulti comes back up. Once that ulti comes back up, they have a chance to do something because Cho'Gath can't ult someone that's invisible. So we'll see how Sophia No Bueno plays it.
Now, would you say that you're surprised by any of the picks that the two teams made, or would you say that you expected these picks to be made?
We'll cover that right away as we see a bot lane. What?
Oh, another fight?
What?
Really?
Okay, I mean, I'm guessing they thought Lily was there, no, but now Vayne's gonna drop down mighty low. Vayne's gonna get finished off.
Oh.
Lulu. Oh, I don't know if that was a huge micro misplay there. That Cho'Gath should have been dead. There was nobody around, but I'm guessing they thought Lilia was around, so they ended up backing off, but that caused them something. If they killed Cho'Gath there, nothing would have happened, but Cho'Gath dropping down would have been huge, but I mean, he doesn't drop down, which ends up Lilia does come out of nowhere and just sleeps. Sophia No Bueno, Vayne.
Yeah, really,
having a rough game here.
Really disappointing gameplay from the bot lane of One Turn. Much worse than I would have expected, actually, because if you recall from earlier, I was actually praising the bot lane of One Turn, and this is really...
Lilia? Yeah, it's... Wait, by the way, what time are you on? 13, 15, 16,
I'm
17?
on 13, 15 right now.
Okay.
We don't have to pause it.
What are you on right now?
13, 20.
Okay, 25? 26?
You're like
27?
you're 1 second ahead of me.
Okay, 30, 31,
Yeah,
32?
we're matched up.
Perfect. Back on sync again. Riot, they really need to fix their spectating.
Yeah, this
I don't know
happens
what's wrong.
every game. It's starting to get really annoying.
Yeah, this I don't know what's happening, so it's just not on sync. So I mean, then again, okay. So back to everything. Vayne is not having the best game here.
Yeah, this might actually be the first loss that One Turn might bring home. And
yeah, I mean, they're down 4K gold at 14 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, that was like they had One Turn's down to Dragon, the gold, and this in terms of the individual laners, there's just such a drastic CS difference, like top lane, mid lane.
As I mean, second dragon is spawning. It's a Cloud Drake, so we actually don't see the teams like trying to rush it. Anytime Cloud Drake, not the best dragon in the world, yeah. So doesn't really matter. Yeah, A-Boss is just gonna get walked again.
Yeah, every time A-Boss has gone in like this has happened over and over again. And I really I really feel bad for the Shen just because he has to deal with a champion like Karma as a melee.
I mean, he can't really do much. He E's in, he dishes out his damage, but Karma's shield blocks everything. And then after that damage gets blocked, he's gonna get walked by the chain. So, and Karma Gonna go. Ooh, taunt under tower, pretty good. Gonna tank one tower shot. Look at that, just 0 damage. Karma is
Oh
gonna heal
yeah, this
everything back
again.
up.
This again.
Yeah, with empowered Karma W, like it's just
Oh, and does it look
nothing.
like they're setting up Dragon bot lane, like bot side? Do you see that?
Yeah,
What do you think
they're
they're
trying
trying
to
to
set up
do?
vision for the Cloud Drake. Second dragon, it's just always something. So it's something to like good, something to go for. As Cho'Gath wants is gonna want that stack on that dragon.
Hmm. And actually, as I say that, I think Lillian and Lucian are trying to get the Rift Herald, right?
Hmm. Like
Yeah, and
Lilia's
they
gonna
got it.
hover.
They got it.
Yeah, they're gonna grab the herald. Do they? Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna grab the herald. They're gonna place it down in the top lane.
yeah.
I'm
So they
guessing.
grabbed Herald to trade for Dragon. Like, would you think that was worth it? Would you think it was a good call?
No, it's not. It's I wouldn't say it's not worth it because I mean first tower would have dropped anyways, and there's no turret planning, so herald isn't like a priority objective. But then again, Cloud Drake's also not a priority objective.
Hmm. Yeah, that is true. The Dragon isn't as useful as some other dragons.
Cho'Gath could have used that Cloud Drake very nicely. Oh yeah, Shen, you don't want to mess with that Karma. You shouldn't have stopped the recall, man. He's gonna get poked just a little bit. That Mantra W from Karma is just too strong. Too much regen, too much health. This is
How
with Luminary too.
how would you
Like
say the jungler presence is within the both teams? Do you think there is a presence?
jungle presence. I mean, let's be real here. We haven't seen much from both junglers.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
about to bring
we've
that up.
seen Lilia quite a few times in the bot lane, like tossing her E, sleeping that Vayne.
Hmm.
But Vi, on the other hand, we've seen him like once.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but if anything, I actually see Lilia going into lanes ganking, and then if the vibe shows up, it's because he wants to match the Lilia. Is
Uh
that
huh. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen Vi do anything. It's just been farming. And it's still down farm by like
yeah, that
the five
really
farm. 10
ironic, eh?
farm. Yeah. He went bot lane once, and that was the 4-man TP bot. And looks like he will never go bot ever again after that. Never went bot. He's kind of went there to protect. Shen, you should not be walking up here. You have no vision.
No vision. This is what happens when you don't have vision.
Ooh,
Oh, but Karma
empowered
misses
Q
that.
mixes. RQ misses, which means Shen gets to live and see another day. If that empowered Q hit, Shen would probably have burned a flash to get out there.
Yeah, but I saw the Vi top side as well, so I feel like if the Karma did go into the Shen, the Vi would have been able to back up the Shen.
Mm-hmm. But at this point, I honestly think Karma can 1v2 this pretty easily, even though she has Moonstone.
Oh, okay. Do you think the
So
Karma
this
is pretty
Karma's
powerful right
just,
now?
I don't know, summoning every Moonstone is.
Oh, I think that's another turn for Astral 6 from bot lane.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Senna's just too strong now.
Yeah, this is
Kraken
looking
Slayer
good.
Senna.
This is not looking good for one turn. This might be their first loss of the tournament.
Kraken Slayer, Everfrost Senna. I mean, Kraken Slayer, Everfrost Cho'Gath. If Cho'Gath lands a Q, guaranteed death. Guaranteed
do you
death.
see?
Like,
Do you just see how much damage Shen is taking from the Karma top side? Like, it's crazy.
you, I
Do you see
wouldn't.
that?
I would even say I could even say like Shen. I mean, Karma might be the even highest damage uh alongside Senna for blue team at the end of the game due to Karma being able to get so much free poke on Shen the entire early game.
Yeah,
That was a
I know,
hard.
right? Like, like Senna was just poking down the Vayne. It was crazy
Yeah.
balling because I felt bad for the Vayne. The Vayne could hardly CS just because the dominance Senna had in the lane.
Just range diff, honestly.
Yeah. Would you
But
say
mid
that?
lane,
Would you say that one turn could have maybe perhaps chose a better comp?
I think jungle Vi is not very good. I would not offer the Vi. Bot lane, fine. Main Lulu, beautiful lane. Like, you just go maybe instead of something like a champ like Vi, if you want more of like a gank heavy champ, something like a Nunu. I know Volibear is banned, but if you had something like a Nunu, it's definitely would have been better due to you being able to hard punish Senna and Cho'Gath more, as they have not much mobility besides Senna E.
Yeah.
So Nunu is definitely easier. I mean, if you looked at that balling fight earlier, that Vi pretty much didn't do anything after she missed her Q. But
Yeah.
but for Nunu, he's still a tank. He gets the snowball in, do everything.
Yeah,
Lucian looking for a bait.
Yeah. And
Oh,
oh, speaking of another fight,
Oh,
and
someone
someone has left the
disconnected.
game. I think we're gonna see a pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, like while we're at the pause, I'd actually say like as we're approaching 20 minutes, I really feel like especially in the bot lane, since most of the teams throughout the tournament have actually played towards bot lane, played for bot lane. I really feel like one of the shortfalls for one turn was actually their jungler because I feel like Senna kept on poking, kept on stepping up to poke. If the Vi took advantage of that and went to bot lane more to gank, that the Vayne probably would have had a better time bot lane. Would you say I'm correct?
Yeah, you're definitely correct. Vi in hands of one tricks, I think Vi is like a very good jungle champ to one trick, but like having like not a lot of experience on Vi is not a champion like it's definitely not a champion that's very basic.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a few mechanics on Vi like the the QRs, the combos, the auto E's, stuff like that. Like it's always like Vi in the hands of one tricks, they're like crazy. But in hands of like less experienced Vi players, I think Vi is definitely not a good choice to pick up, especially in like a tournament like this.
If you could say anything to the Vi right now, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him don't pick Vi ever again, bro. Like Vi's not a good champ. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad champ, but like it's not a good champ to fit with like this team right here, as we're playing more like a bot focused.
Yeah.
Because this Vi really isn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw like throughout the game. I think at most I saw 3, maybe even 2 ganks from Vi, and I really feel like that was the shortfall on one turn. And
I mean, he's still farming, bro. Look at him. He just backs. He's constantly like look at his jungle camps. It's always gone, but I haven't seen him anywhere.
What's ironic is actually the Lily has more CS than Vi.
Mm-hmm. Turbo Chem Tank, good item in general. I actually like that pickup, even though he's playing Vi. Like Strikebreaker, good for like a carry Vi, but if your team needs a tank, definitely Turbo Chem Tank just better to engage. Turbo Chem Tank ulti into the backline along with that Shen ulti.
In terms of vision, how would you say the two teams are doing?
Vision, both teams suck at vision. I'm just gonna say it right now. We see actually
I think
so
the team
vision
is setting up for Dragon.
yeah, it's 21 minutes and both teams the highest vision score is 29.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's pretty bad in 20 minutes. Like at this point I expect at least 50 vision score from both supports and junglers. Yep. Or at least 30 or 25 vision score from both junglers, and at least 50 vision score from each supports.
Yeah, I feel
but
like
they're not very
a really unlucky game for both teams actually. Both
they're not doing
very well. A lot.
Yeah,
that's another dragon.
Oh, Mantra W.
Just the damage that Karma's putting on the Shen is really crazy.
And that's Moonstone, by the way, with the support item.
Yeah, just imagine how much more damage the Karma could have put onto Shen if maybe she chose her masteries or items differently.
Grass and Dying Frostfire Gauntlet, that Karma would be popping. This Shen, if he did not dodge IQ, he's dead. But then this means that top tower is just gonna fall down. Senna can actually 1v1 Malzahar here. Like he outranges Malzahar by a mile. But we don't actually see QSS from anybody on that's on Astro 6's side. That might cause them a few fights. If Malzahar clicks ulti on Senna or Lucian, they will get bursted with a Shen and Vi.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out actually, because I feel like Astro 6 might be letting this upper hand get to their head right now actually. Because
not by QSS. Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe Astro 6 is just looking to completely finish the game at under 30 minutes.
Astro 6, as I said earlier, I mean, I guess they would just want more damage, like raw damage to kill the enemy laners, enemy team. It doesn't really matter if they get CC or not. If they just kill everyone with their damage.
Yeah, you know what I actually find really interesting is that with the ranks of the two teams, it's approaching 25 minutes and yet there's only 6 kills in the whole game. I would have expected at least 10, maybe even 15 kills. Considering
you don't really see these kills in the lower level games due to it being mostly fiestas. But then again, those are like rank games, and this is completely different than rank with comms. I think voice comms is something like that's very important. as long as you call out, do some vision, it's really hard to like die in these type of 5-man voice comms. Unless you're playing really aggressive, of course. But from both teams, you don't really see aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see a pattern actually. Like today's, like Astral Six's first game, this morning, they played really, really well. They absolutely dominated the other team. And I think we're seeing that happen again here.
Yeah, Astro 6 gonna take that Baron away because they have no idea. Vi,
Yeah, their whole team.
here's something, but the whole team is just hovering bot side.
Yeah,
They know they're doing Baron now, but it's too late. Baron's gone.
a lot of shortfalls from one turn this game. Very disappointing.
One turret gonna snatch that Baron, which now puts Astro 6 gonna snatch that Baron. Now gonna put one turret at a very, very bad position. They're gonna need to stall this Baron out.
Yeah, and one turret actually has like around a 7K gold deficit, which is not looking favorable for them. This is really like I'm really leaning towards Astral 6, even though in the beginning I thought that one turret was gonna win. Oh, maybe the other casters were right. Maybe we should be going for the underdogs every time because every game, again and again, it's always the underdogs who come out victorious.
Yeah. Total team gold 7K at the moment. It's definitely gonna be I believe definitely gonna be a 10K gold lead after they use some of this Baron. Whatever they're doing with the Baron, they're setting up some nice crashes with both minion waves. Gonna set up this third mountain soul. There's no way one turret can contest this. If they contest this and they get ace, it's GG. They can run it.
What I'm actually surprised about is that there's not more fighting or teleports coming from Shen, because I would have expected, since the Shen is already a really mobile champion, right? If the Shen decides to take teleport, I would have expected that maybe he wanted a play style which would have allowed him to be all around the map. But from what I saw, he stayed mostly top lane, just farming.
Yeah. If you go ulti TP, you can offer a very aggressive level 6 plays across the map due to you having Shen level ulti. You're gonna ult down there, and normally you would miss a few waves, but he can just automatically instantly TP back to top lane. So you won't miss anything. So I would have expected more of like aggressive plays from
definitely.
one turret early game. Like you have a Vi.
Yeah,
You have
actually.
Vi Shen. Like you can definitely do something. But you literally did nothing, so you're gonna give up that entire aggressive combo you picked there.
And that's the third dragon for Astral 6, and I think we might just be wrapping up the game. Like maybe another 4 more minutes, and this game might.
Yeah, Mountain Soul being picked up. Astro 6 ain't doing anything with that Baron. They got one dragon, maybe one turret with that Baron, but that's about it.
You know,
Like not much, like nothing used, nothing done. They didn't do anything with the Baron besides getting a dragon.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the explanation behind why the Shen and the Vi aren't playing to their max potential is actually because the champions that they're playing, I'm looking at op.gg right now, and these champions are actually pretty foreign to them. I don't see any match histories with Shen. I don't see any match history with Vi. Do you think maybe in part to their lack of performance is actually because the champions they chose aren't familiar with them? Do you think they could?
Yeah, I mean that definitely makes sense, dude. Shen on the other hand isn't a champion that uses a lot of mastery, so you don't really have to be good at Shen to play Shen. It's more of a macro. Like if you have the brain, you can play Shen. You don't need the hands to play Shen. You just need the brain to be macro. Look at this. Shen gonna Vi's gonna ult and gonna the Senna's gonna get ulted by Malzahar. As we said, not gonna expect the QSS, but it does not matter. There's too much shields and heals from the Unesumi. Moon Staff, 2 broken, Moonstone, Staff of Flowing Water. Lulu's gonna get sleep. Night and Lulu gonna also sleep 2 more people. Shen's gonna also drop down. Oof. That Cho'Gath gonna Q knock up the Vi into the Senna Q. I don't know about that engage. You should have done that 20 minutes earlier.
A very, very disappointing gameplay, and I think we're just about to wrap up the game actually.
Whatever that Vi did there, should have done that 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
If you did that 15 minutes ago, you win the game. Or you be not in this lane.
But in fact, I think, like, correct me if I'm wrong, viewers, but the Vi really only ganked at most 3 times in 30 minutes.
Like, let's be real here. Vi should have done those aggressive plays earlier into the game. You have a Shen ulti. Look, the Shen still has ulti, by the way. He didn't use it yet.
Yeah, and again, like I'm pretty sure Shen has barely used ulti, barely used teleport, and that because of that, we like I feel like Shen, the real function of Shen in a team is just to be all around the map and help the team. But we see from the jungler and the Shen that they're not really there to support their laners, and I think that's what's causing them to really like, not perform so well right now.
Yeah, Vi Shen, as I said, deadly combo because Vi can ult in as Shen ults on top of Vi, gets that shield,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have two tanks in your back line messing with your ADCs.
Yeah, there's just so much potential coming from one turn, but I think it's because again these champions, right? Yeah, they have a lot of potential, but they're just so foreign to the players, right? They haven't actually played the champions before, haven't practiced with them, and I think that's what's causing this right now.
Yeah, especially Vi. As I said before, Vi's a champion that uses actually a lot of mastery. You need to play a lot of Vi to be good at Vi, and it's something that Vi. That's why Vi one tricks are something I never want to deal with in my games ever, due to them being like very just insane macro and micro wise. But a new player just picking up Vi isn't gonna be as good as it looks.
Yeah, and as we talk about that, actually, coming from the previous game that One Turn played, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was actually A Boss and Jimmy Nguyen who actually were not the best players on the team from their last game, right?
Urgot.
It was Urgot and Volibear jungle.
I mean, Volibear did do some bad macro plays, like some big mess ups, but overall he did okay. Like it wasn't like too crazy performances though, but they did not bad. As we gonna go into head into the team fight here, Baron is gonna drop very low, 1,100. Blue team gonna take that from blue team gonna take that with the Cho'Gath ulti. That Malzahar is gonna ult down Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is stuck in the pit, but Vayne is in the back popping off, but Vayne gets bursted by Lucian. Yeah, this Cho'Gath is not gonna die, but Cho'Gath ends up finally falling down. But the two carries are still alive. Lucian actually doing some damage. Wait, this fight is a lot closer than I expected.
Yeah, holy.
Wait.
A lot closer than I would have expected.
This is what I said about not buying QSS.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
they really underestimated One Turn. They really get the lead get to their heads.
Like, Baron goes to blue team there because Cho'Gath ends up eating the Baron, but Dragon, this mountain drag is gonna look to go over maybe to red side here, but Lucian and Lilia Cho'Gath does spawn. We'll see how fast this dragon falls down. This drag falling down very fast due to Malzahar having the space aids plus Leandri's anguish. Lucian gonna go in, but Vi has smite. Vi is gonna punch Lucian. Lucian dashes in, no way to get out, and he falls down. That shutdown goes over to the Malzahar. I do not know if you want to do this. Now this game just took a swing.
This might actually be a sign for good things to come for One Turn actually, because as you saw like from previous games from the tournament, a lot of teams, although they did really well the first half of the game, the second half was what really counts.
Saw that originally ASX were up about 10k gold, but now they're only up around 8k, which is not still pretty bad, but One Turn did bring the gold league back a little bit. I wouldn't say ASX has to end the game anytime soon because they do have Cho'Gath Senna, right? Two hyper scaling and in this case ball laners, but two hyper scaling champions. Yeah. And they can, like, the longer this game goes, the stronger they become. But that also says the same for Vayne.
Yeah, Vayne is an absolute powerhouse in this game actually. If he plays correctly, if he plays well, if he positions himself correctly in team fights, I feel like that could really affect how Cho'Gath does in team fights.
I mean, maybe they have our stream open, maybe they have comms, but I'm just gonna say it right now that this game, Vayne should not be able to die in team fights. you have a Lulu ulti, Lulu Guardian, Lulu Shield, Shen ulti. Like there's no and a Immortal Shield bow, by the way, from
Yeah,
Vayne.
but I would say with in terms of the Shen ulti, this Shen throughout the game, I don't think he's gonna, you know,
he unbinded that key, bro.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that honestly.
He hasn't been using it. He should use it honestly on that Vayne.
Mhm.
We like there's quite a bit appealing for Vayne too. Malzahar ulti can ult whoever comes the closest. Doesn't even need ult to carry. Just ults that Cho'Gath, puts that Cho'Gath there for like a few seconds, and Vayne can kill everybody.
Yeah, this is gonna really have to come down to how Vayne positions himself in team fights, right? If he's gonna be able to put up with the pressure in team fights and you know, not succumb to maybe poor.
Oh, this Lulu getting caught out. Oh, that Vayne E
As you
was
say,
huge,
it's
but
gonna
Vayne
fit.
now. Okay, perfect. I mean, Vayne have to use that heal, and Lulu gets caught out there, has to burn her flash. That's not very good. Lulu without flash means if they burst Lulu, there would be no more peeling for Vayne.
I think
Besides,
ASX is
two knock up, double knock up by Cho'Gath, Malzahar, ultis Cho'Gath. Oh, Cho'Gath dropping mighty low due to that Leandra's Anguish. Vi gonna go in. That might have been an int. Ulti, 3-man ton by the Shen, but there is no follow up. Everybody's in the back line. This Lulu still has ult. You might want to use it, Lulu. Yep,
just
but
too
Lulu still
weak.
ends up falling down. This is a disaster.
Yeah, ASX looked to team fight and actually end the game, and it looks like they're gonna win.
As the situation was getting better, one turret made some mechanical misplay. Yep, mispositioning. And now ASX looking like they will take this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, some big misplays actually. That fight would have been a lot better, but there were some huge misplays. If that Shen flash taunted maybe 5 seconds sooner,
just so many misplays from both teams actually. Even though ASX will come out victorious.
yes, there's a bunch of misplays as the game freezes. We know this game is gonna come to an end.
Yeah.
This, I mean,
You know,
what can we say?
Definitely not the best game we saw today, but it was still pretty close though. I would have to say, like not close towards the end of the game, but I would say close in the beginning of the game, just because One Trick had so much potential, but we saw even with the potential, they didn't really utilize it to the max.
Yeah, I mean, for now, like as of now, we're gonna take a look at the advanced details real quick.